Hey guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me on week 5 of my 12 weeks of Christmas. Today I am going to show you how I made this absolutely adorable. I just love how this turned out. This cute little tiny little treat box, and if you wanted to put like a little treat in there, a Ghirardelli chocolate fits in there perfectly. So I'm going to show you how I made this. You may have seen me make the same project last year, but I changed it up just a tad. I'm actually using the Presents and Pine Cones Designer Series paper, and then I'm using those adorable, I love these, the little mini pine cones embellishments. Can you see that? The little, it looks like a little bronze pine cone. I just absolutely love that. And then the stamp and the framelets are from the Merriest Wishes and the Merry Tags. You can, whoops, let me zoom out a little bit so it's not so close. The Merriest Wishes stamp set and the Merry Tags. You can find this in our holiday catalog, so right there, and you can find that on page 21, and there's a bundle code. So if you just feel like you just got to have both of them, make sure you use whichever, if you like wood mount or clear mount stamps, just use that coordinating code and you will save 10%. All right, so let's go ahead and make this. It's super easy, and I think you will like it. The first thing that you're going to want to do is to grab a piece of designer series paper. Like I said, this is from Presents and Pine Cones, and this measures 5 by 5. And we are going to be using our gift box punch board. And we're going to be doing it a little bit differently than the directions that are listed on the board. It's easy, but just follow along. I don't want you to mess up, get too far ahead, mess up, and have to recut your paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up the designer series paper on the medium line. Now, just as a rule, when you are scoring the designer series paper, it is thinner, so you want to give it a light touch. So we're going to score going down vertically, and we're going to go across horizontally. And as a lefty, I do kind of do this a little odd. And then you're going to punch, and you're going to eliminate the diagonal step. So you're just going to score vertically and horizontally, and then punch. And then we're going to rotate it 90 degrees, and we're just going to repeat that same step, on all the rest of the 3 sides. And as you're going around, you're going to see that you're going to have a double score line, which is what you want. That's going to give us the box and to create the little walls, which will allow us to put a treat in there. Okay. I think this is the last time. Whoops. Okay. So next, what you're going to do is you're going to flip it over, and you're going to go ahead and match up the line again on the medium line, and you're going to punch, and it's going to give you this little bracket. So that's what you want on all 4 sides. So just line it up on the medium line and then just punch. Okay, then you're going to flip it back over and come over to the diagonal section. And what you want to do is, and with this designer series paper, I'll turn it over, you may be able to see it better here. You see how you have this little diamond? What we're going to want to do is to score from the tip to the bottom. So what we're going to do is bring over the paper over to this diagonal section and just score down to that score line. So what we're doing is we're creating the little crease in the box that's going to allow this to close nice and neat. So just do that on all 4 of the little corners. Okay, and then from here you're going to use the punch, but you're going to want to use the back side here, and you're going to slide the paper in, and you're going to punch it here where it gives us this notch, and that notch is what's going to help us close the lids together. So just do that on all 4 flaps. And then we are done with the punch board. So just put your little bone folder back away in that little slot where it houses it. And then from here, we're just going to fold on all the score lines. And then come back and get the flaps. And I was really surprised. The designer series paper was actually a nice weight. I wasn't sure how it was going to hold up. And then with these little flaps, what I like to do is to kind of come in on the inside and fold it towards me. That I felt that it made it easier for me to do this without ruining the paper too much. Okay. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is on the outside flap, you're going to take a glue dot and just put one glue dot on each of the 4 corners. Okay, and one more. Okay, and so now what we can do is just pinch them together and they should stay closed. And then what you'll want to do after this is to put your piece of candy in there. So like I said, the Ghirardelli, the little square candy fits in there perfectly. I think 1 would fit. You may be able to get 2, I'm not sure. I've only just done 1. So now what we want to do is just close the flaps, and with, you know, it's always easiest to do the first 2, but when you're coming over here, these tend to be a little bit harder just because you're having to, I guess, go over the paper. I'm not quite sure. I always have more difficulty with these, but just be real gentle with the designer series paper. You don't want to rip it. Okay, well that closed actually fairly easy tonight. Okay, well good. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is to get out a scrap piece of cherry cobbler, and we are going to grab the 25, the little stamp right there, and I am going to ink that up in our white ink, excuse me. Okay, so then just come on over here, just stamp that, and I've got that going sideways. And then what you're going to do is to find the coordinating framelit, which is this circle right here, and you're just going to take this on over to your Big Shot and die cut that out. But I've already got one cut out for us just to save time. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is to get out your 1/16 handheld punch, and I am just going to punch a hole right here in the top, just like that. And then next, let's go ahead and get our Emerald Envy Baker's Twine, which you can find this in our annual catalog. And I'm just gonna, I've got quite a bit, probably, let's see here. I've got about 30 inches of this twine because I want to wrap it around quite a few times. So just come around here like so. And let's see, let me pull this side a little bit more. Okay, that looks good. So just wrap it around however many times you can, and then you just want to tie this into a knot. And you want to make sure it's tight. So if you have an extra finger, use that. There we go. And then you're going to want to kind of trim this pretty close because you don't want this to show too much. So just trim that down, and you can kind of separate, if you want, you can separate the twine to give it a more kind of, you know, to show that it's wrapped around a few times. Anyway, then let's grab our linen thread, and this is what we're going to use. I can open it, there we go. And this is what we're going to use to tie the tag on. And you just need one little segment. I call the segments wherever those bends are. And you're just going to feed it through the hole. And then come underneath the Emerald Envy twine. And then just from here, you're going to tie another knot, but you want to make sure that you don't tie it the knot too close to the tag, because you want it to dangle a little bit. And these little gift boxes, you know, like I said, that if you want to put candy in there, you may be able to fit if you want to give some earrings, you may be able to fit like a little earring card in there. Perfect stocking stuffers. You know, if you're always looking for fun little stocking stuffer ideas. Perfect for gift giving, as I always say, you know, my normal teachers, co-workers, friends, neighbors, that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. Just cute, cute, cute. I may have let that dangle a little too much, but I think we'll be okay. And then let's get some more twine. Get about 12 inches here. And then you're gonna wanna get one of the pine cones. And like I said, this is our mini pine cones embellishments, and that is in our holiday catalog as well. Okay, and then just feed the twine through the hole. Okay, and then what you're going to do here is just tie it one time, like so. And then you're going to want to kind of tie like a kind of a big loopy bow. You want this bow to be a little bit larger than what we normally tie for baker's twine. So you want it to kind of camouflage the knots that we've made with the twine and with both colored twines. So like that. And then what I did is I just took some glue dots and I kind of put it where the knots are. And then I'm going to get two just to make sure that we've got a good base for that bow to hold on to. So like that. And then you're just going to come here with this and just mush it in there. There we go. And so what that does is that, like I said, that kind of camouflages where we've tied those two knots. And then you can come in with your scissors and just cut off the tails to the desired length. And that is it. I mean, how cute is that? Oh my gosh, I love these. I had the best time making these. I was just so happy how it turned out. So let me get a little bit closer so you can see. There you go. And I love the stamped, the white ink on the cherry cobbler. I just think that stamp just pops. All right, guys, well, I hope you liked today's project. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as my blog. You can head on over to my blog, which is istampin.com. Make sure you sign up. I send out exclusive newsletters each week, so you don't want to miss out on those fun projects that I send out. All right, and have a fabulous week, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.